Now then, let's test this in 60. Let's see, do we get this kind of like pop-in feeling when we're walking. So we're gonna try this again. Obviously we have to make sure. So we're coming down towards the direction if we're going towards Westminster Bridge. So this time this is in a 4K 60 10-bit high bit rate on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. So we want to see is any camera shakage or turbulence what's going into the lens. So I did the research and it showed that the Fold 7, the main camera is exactly the same on the S25 Ultra. Now we're gonna walk and we want to see, do we have of that, anything of that jumping feeling. So we're gonna look up to the sky. Remember, we are in 60 FPS, so you're gonna see graininess because we're kind of trading off the low light for more FPS. If I trade off my FPS to 30, I will get better low light performance. So we're just going for a walk to see how does it look like. The reason why I come down here late at night, because you want to be able to come where there's no people, it's peace and quiet, and you can just able to film properly. So this is me showing how it looks like looking at the river. I'm not going to put my phone over the river because if my phone drops in there, that's my Galaxy Z Fold 7 gone. And I wouldn't want to be climbing down the stairs part, going down trying to get my phone. Walking up. We're gonna see how this really looks like. I've got grid lines on. Now we want to see if there's any things going on in the lens. So I'm wearing Nike Air Max Plus. The reason why I mentioned this because when I did my first video down here, that looked very poppy and grainy and it didn't look clean. I was wearing Birkenstock sandals, and due to how they struck the floor very hard. That sends a lot of turbulence and force through the body that goes straight into your hands, so you get a lot of doom, 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 doom. So I'm wearing just trainers. So I've got air bubbles from front to back to the Nike Air Max Plus, so the trainers will be absorbing all the impact. So when I'm walking, I don't feel no impact because the trainers are absorbing it in. So I like to say that in my videos, because different shoes can actually have an impact and influence on how your camera performs. For example, if you're riding your phone on a bike and you've got a rigid mount, it could destroy your lenses due to the vibration, the turbulence, anything like that. If you're using the I forgot the name of it, but it's very popular. There's a bike mount what has the 4 springs at the back of it, and what it does, it literally cancels it out and absorbs it and keeps your phone in one piece. Saves you going to Samsung and Apple spending ridiculous money to be getting camera lenses fixed because rigid mounts are breaking your lens. So this is what it looks like at night. So again, Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, nighttime performance, 4K 60 10-bit HDR high bit rate. So so a little bit grainy, as I said before, because I'm literally trading in the high dynamic range and for more FPS, so to give you more of a smooth experience. So if you're doing this on 4K 30, everything's gonna look far more brighter. If you've got the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, you have a option in your advanced settings in the phone where you can choose the phone screen to be normal, or you can allow the phone screen to opt in for a higher brightness. So what your phone will do is, once you open up a certain app, like I've got Crunchyroll for anime, I have the YouTube, there's some other apps that uses video, and what it will do, it will increase the screen's brightness. The max peak brightness tested by GSM Arena is 1400 nits peak brightness. They said it was 1600, but the Fold 6 does that. So in the inner display and outer display, it's 1400 nits peak brightness. So that's very bright. From like the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra was said for what, 1750 nits peak brightness. You talk about what, 900? I think my phone's like, was it 600 on top of it? So probably like over 600 nits peak brightness higher than it. So yeah. So let's say let me quickly think in silence. Yeah, 650. It'll be 650 more on top of the S23 Ultra. So this is how it looks like at night time. So this is the Galaxy Z Fold 7 performance at night. So let's keep walking and see what the Galaxy Z Fold 7 can do at night. So once I get to the other part, I'll switch it to 30 FPS so we can get more of a brighter scene. So we just want to see if there's any turbulence in the lens, because the last time, as I did say, I was in Birkenstocks that sent a lot of force. So this is how it looks like. You're gonna have to wait for the video to go into a HDR mode, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like in HDR. So obviously the S line is always going to be the top of the line for the camera phone. You ain't going to be able to beat it for camera. It's going to have the best main camera. It's going to have the best telephoto camera. You're going to have the 0.6 times. You're going to have the 1x. Is it 3x, 5x, 10x? You're not going to beat the S25 Ultra like that, right? So the S line is all going to be the camera. It's going to have the best gaming performance, the vapor chamber to keep the phone cool, especially through gaming, like Call of Duty Mobile, stuff like that. It's going to have the best of the best in it. So you can't really compare like the Galaxy Z Fold 7 to a like Galaxy S25 Ultra in like camera. Don't get me wrong, the camera in there so far it's been good. It's been nice. Compared to the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, the problem with the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is because, let's say you're turning like this, for example. Normally, you'll get this glitch on the S25, on the S23 Ultra, where it's very noticeable to the eye, where it kind of makes you, it kind of hurts your eyes, because let's say you're moving your eyes and you move your eyes, you move your eyes in a glitchy way. It makes your head hurts and makes you feel a bit dizzy. So that's the reason why with the S23 Ultra, if you're standing still like this, the S24 Ultra is excellent, or when you're moving forwards. But where the S24 Ultra was a letdown, if you turn your camera like this, you will see this noticeable stutter. So I'll give you an example. This is what S24 Ultra would do. It would do something like this. It would do something like this. It would do something like that, but more, but let's say like 5 times worse. So that's why it wasn't really nice at all on the S23 Ultra. Because with Apple, they capture the data raw from the sensor. It captures the raw data from the sensor. When it comes to Samsung, they're doing all type of processing and everything. Maybe that's the reason why maybe you have those type of issues and hiccups, because of the way how Samsung does their stuff off the sensor. So this is it right here. So this is like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. This way it looks like a 4K 60 10-bit HDR high bitrate. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. There's music up ahead playing. I don't want no copyright, so I have to kind of end the video right here. So tell me how you feel. Does it look good? And this is a phone, would you buy or would you not buy it?